Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tierra, and on this channel I like to do speed builds in The Sims 4. For today I am doing a renovation of one of the EA builds. This is a house that is already created in the game, but I am giving it a new look and refurnishing the inside and redoing the landscaping a little bit. It is a small lot and the house is very tall and big, so I didn't want to actually change the structure as far as the size of it, but I do go around and I change all the windows, I change the color of the exterior, and I fix the roof. At least I consider it fixed, because I feel like the original roof was just really tall and weird looking, and for some reason it stopped at a weird point on the back, so I wanted to give it a look that kind of made it look like it fit a little bit more with the surrounding buildings. So I hope it comes across that way, but there is very little yard space. Like I said, this is a small lot and a very big building, but I didn't mind that because of course I don't really care to do landscaping a whole lot. I actually did kind of start with the landscaping a little bit, or like I changed the surrounding gate, and I started to delete all of the patio area and everything, but I decided I wanted to go and do the inside first before I actually did the landscaping. So you'll see me go through each level and I delete all of the existing furniture and walls and everything on the inside. And you know, when I was rethinking the floor plan, I realized that I could layer the stairs like for each level over the same spot. So or if I don't know if I'm making sense how I'm explaining that, but instead of having to put the stairs on a different area, I just put the second staircase over the lower staircase, and it worked perfectly for the floor plan. So I was so excited to do that, and I feel like it makes so much more sense because that's how staircases usually are in homes, or you know, multi-level homes anyway. And so what I did for the floor plan is, for the bottom floor, I kept the common area there, you know, with kitchen, living room, dining room, and then there is a full bathroom downstairs too for everyone to use and guests and everything. But on the two upper levels, for each level, there are 2 bedrooms and then a Jack and Jill bathroom. If you're not familiar, a Jack and Jill bathroom is a bathroom that connects 2 bedrooms. So what that means is that the bathroom has a door going to each bedroom, and the only way to get into the bathroom is from the doors in the bedrooms. So there's no door connecting it to the hallway for other people to access. So on each upper level, there's 2 bedrooms that share a Jack and Jill bathroom, and on the second level, I have the laundry room there, and on the third level, I have an office up there also. So originally, I kind of wanted to do a bathroom separate from the 2 bedrooms on the second floor, but I wanted to make it kind of equal because I designed this house to be as if 4 college students are renting it and they each have their own bedroom, because Britechester, you know, is the world with the universities in it. So I wanted to make it as if 4 college students decided they wanted to rent a home because maybe they didn't want to follow the rules with the student housing or something like that. So they took it upon themselves to find a big house so they each could have their own bedroom. They wouldn't have to share any dorms with anyone, and you know, and then and this house is so big, and maybe they had the money, so they were able to split the rent, or you know, something like that. So for the 4 bedrooms, I designed them each for a specific I guess personality of a student, but I mean, I'll get to that in a minute. So for the lower level, you can see, as usual, I usually start with the kitchen first. So I decided to use these green cabinets, and I love it. I've never used these green cabinets in any other build before, and I think it fit this kitchen perfectly. Also, I like the tile backsplash for the kitchen that I use. I like how it has that little touch of green and then those different peachy tones. So I love the look of the dark green cabinetry, but then I use the lighter green as accents too, like on the stools and stuff and the curtain. But yeah, I've never done a kitchen with green and peach colors before, and I think it turned out really well, honestly. And then for the dining room, I brought some more of that like olive green tone to the dining room, but I didn't want it to be too much green, so I also kind of brought that peachy rose color in the dining room too. And then I kind of kept like the color scheme kind of the same for the whole lower level, but I do put some blues in the living room area too. And then after I furnish all of the main living area, I do go to the front of the home, and yeah, I just put some simple things in the front entrance of the home. And then for the bathroom, I didn't do anything super, you know, out of the box or anything. It's just a pretty basic bathroom. I did want to make it look like it was a more old-fashioned home, so I was trying to make sure that I didn't give them too many like modern type furniture or anything like that. And I focused on a lot of the clutter for this build because I wanted it to be obvious that it's a house with, you know, with like 4 young adults. Like they have a lot of things, they've all come from different homes and they brought everything with them. And so I wanted it to look like they just kind of put things wherever they could fit it around the house. So that's why like the china hutch has a lot of different things on top of it, and then the table or the shelf underneath the TV has a lot of things on top of it. Like they just kind of put things where they could find a place to put it, type of thing. So, you know, like if the furniture that's in the main living area was already there when they started renting, they just kind of had to fit their stuff in with the furniture that was provided. So, and actually part of the reason why I didn't really want to start on the outside first is because I was kind of gauging what I put inside the house to see if I wanted to include anything extra for them to do outside. So you know, like as I was thinking of like the activities and skills and things like that, I was trying to think of if I should put things around the room or in the common area as opposed to putting it outside for them to do. So, and also there's such little space for them to even do anything outside. So I decided, you know, later on that I wasn't really gonna put anything out on the yard because I didn't want it to look too cluttered anyway, especially since it's so small. Anyways, you can see when I finish up the bathroom, like it's just very neutral, you know, very tan and brown, and you know, nothing very colorful. So because I wanted, pretty much all the bathrooms are very similar. They all have like dark brown and black and white and tan and stuff. So I wanted to be like, those are the rooms that the owners or the landlord kept very neutral so that it fit any kind of personality pretty much. And then when I go upstairs, I do the laundry room first because I wanted them to have a space, and you know, it's on the middle floor so that the ones who are upstairs don't have to go all the way down to the bottom floor to do their laundry. And if they shower in the bathroom on the first floor, they don't have to go all the way to the 3rd floor to do the laundry and so on. So I figured it would be a good thing to have it on the 2nd floor so it's in between everything. And then also for the Jack and Jill bathrooms, I furnished the bathrooms first before I went in to do the bedrooms, because mostly just to get it out of the way, because, you know, like I said, I wanted to keep them pretty neutral, and I didn't do anything really spectacular with the bathrooms. I just kind of made sure they had the basics, you know, a sink, a toilet, a shower, and then I just put like some clutter items on the countertops. And actually at first I thought about doing a double sink because there's 2 people sharing the bathroom, but with 2 people sharing a bathroom, I figured they would probably need more counter space. So I put only 1 sink and then just left the counter space open for them to put their little knickknacks and stuff on. So the 4 types of students that I decided to go with is number 1, an artist, which is the room I do first. And I love this room. Honestly, I think it's my favorite room, and partially because I'm an artist myself, so I kind of I'm a little bit biased here. But I love that, you know, I included all those paintings and everything, and there's so much color because I figure, you know, an artist would like to be surrounded with color, and I feel like it's very youthful, very I mean, honestly, it's kind of girly, but there's a lot of pinks and light greens and yellows, and also, and I put those like plants and everything, and there's a lot of candles because I feel like I feel like a lot of artists like that type of stuff. Like they like to look at plants for references when they're drawing, leaves and flowers and things like that. And then also with the candles, I feel like they just add something very unique and fun to the room. So, and then the second personality I decided to go with is like a sports fanatic, like somebody who's really sporty, tomboyish maybe. And I mean, these rooms, of course, they can be rented by, I would say that it'd be perfect for 2 boys and 2 girls. So aside from the artist room, there's the sporty room, and then on the top floor there's a musician and a kind of science nerd, or like science geek, I guess you would say. But yeah, so for the sports room, I wanted to make it look kind of messy, like, they're very in and out, they're very active. They just kind of throw their sports equipment and the balls on the floor or whatever when they go inside their bedroom. And then I also have that shelf with all those trophies on it because I want it to be like they don't, like, they have so many different sports that they're interested in that they go for all the sport, or like they compete in everything, and they're so good at it that they pretty much win at every sport that they decide to take interest in. So, and for the colors, I kept it all kind of blue and yellow and orange in this room. So, if you wanted to be like gender specific, I guess this could be the boys' room, and then the artist's room could be for a girl. And then, also for the landing areas in this house, at first I wasn't sure if I wanted to put anything on the landings, but I actually just put like a little seating area on both landings, because there's the second floor and the third floor landing, and I really like the way those came out. I think that they're so cute, and I use furniture and stuff that I don't usually use often, so I feel like it turned out really well. So I do that first, and then after I do the landing, I move to the office area, I believe. And I wanted the office area to look very like I guess old-fashioned. I wanted to look like the bookcase was kind of built into the wall, and then it's just a simple computer and couch. It's pretty much where they go when they want to get their work done. It's where they want to study, where they want to do research or whatever. And it's a very small room, but I didn't want it to be super big anyway because they have pretty big bedrooms. And I figured that the office is like where they go when they mean business, like they need to do their studying and everything. And then after the office, I moved to the other Jack and Jill bathroom, and again, it's very basic, the furniture I put in there. It is shaped differently, and this is the only Jack and Jill bathroom that has a window, but I just put some blinds there to cover it because they need their privacy even though they're on the 3rd floor. And they have pretty much the same furniture pieces, I guess. I don't know what you call it, appliances. They have pretty much the same things: a shower tub, or a shower, toilet, a sink. And then I do the science geek's bedroom first. I wanted this bedroom to look very neat, like not overly, like they have a lot of like things that they put on their shelf. You'll see here above the computer, and I actually love this so much. And so that big I don't know what that thing is, but that big science thing, I don't know if it will be accessible to them or not, since I put the desk so close to it. I didn't play test it, but if it doesn't work, of course you could delete it if you download this house, or you could try to rearrange the room a little bit so that it could work. But I've never had a sim use it, so I don't even know what it does. But I put all the crystals and those like little figurines and everything, because I figure they're the nerd, and so they're into that whole thing. Like they're into space, and they're into science, and they're into the power of like crystals and things like that. And I'm not trying to insult anyone who's into that stuff. Like I am too, honestly. Like if this was, aside from the art room, this would probably be my bedroom, because I love astrology and astronomy and biology and it just everything. I love all of that stuff. I wanted the room to be very blue and purple and black. It's kind of like it's their own little like planetarium type of thing. So and again, going back on, if you were concerned about which gender or whatever, this one would probably be a boy's room too, compared to the musician's room. So but I do the musician's room last, and I really like the way it came out. You know, actually when I chose the colors of the room, when I first did the floor plan, I had an idea of the type of personalities that I wanted to create, but I wasn't completely sure about like the furniture colors or anything like that. So I chose those colors just kind of on a whim, and the other three turned out to work perfectly. But you'll see for the musician's bedroom, I ended up changing the wall color because I felt like it was a little bit too dark. Like I still want it to be a kind of purple tone, so I kept that like purplish tone. Even when I changed the wall color, I just made it lighter and brighter. So this could have been a gender neutral bedroom, but I think because the lighter purple I go with has a kind of pink tone to it, it kind of makes it a little bit more feminine. So yeah, but the musician's room has a bunch of things that, like, they have all of the different like paintings and stuff of musicians and music notes and instruments. And then they also have like 3 different radios. There's a radio I put on the nightstand. There's a radio inside that TV thing from Tiny Living. And then I also have a standing, more modern radio next to the window. And then they have stacks of CDs everywhere. There's a violin, there's a guitar, there's the keyboard. So, you know, it's just very, I put 3 different carpets there because I wanted to think of it as if they were trying to soundproof the room for their roommates, you know, like, of course it doesn't really soundproof it, but, you know, of course the more carpets that are there, the more sound is absorbed, so it won't be as loud or echoey. So that's why I put 3 carpets in that bedroom. But then lastly, I just go and I actually finish the very small landscaping that's around the house, and I put 4 bicycles out in front to show that it's how they travel, how they get around. They each have their own bicycle, and they just put it there in front once they come in through the gate, and it just shows that there are young adults or college students. And, you know, and then I put some greenery. I have that like little front area where it's kind of like a garden, but not really. And I also put that bench so they can sit there on the front if they wanted to, like underneath the tree and read or something like that. And then there's also, I ended up putting a bench in the backyard too, because I figure maybe if they want to go back there and have some time to themselves and read or do their studying outside or something. But I didn't do too much to it. And then of course the last thing I did was I switched it to nighttime, and I go around the building and I put some lights on the lower part of the house so that they can see when they're walking around at night. But that's pretty much it. There are before and after screenshots coming up, so be sure to stay for that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!